All right, welcome to round two of the MRL No Assist Championship. We are getting ready to make our way into Qatar for what is going to be hopefully another exciting race. Last time, I had some technical difficulties with the router that decided to completely shut down near the end, so apologies for that one. If that happens again, I'm going to personally walk into the unspecified name of the internet provider, and I'm going to have some very unpleasant words for them. But I think it'll go much better this time around because I've been monitoring this thing for a week and I've had no problems since. So hopefully that was just a one-off problem. Or I don't know, maybe they're rigging this so then I just completely get screwed over. I don't know. Maybe they're watching on stream and just taunting me the entire time. But either way, um, since those problems are now out of the way, we'll be able to get underway for qualifying here momentarily as we take a look at the Qatar circuit. Now, admittedly, this is a track I'm very unfamiliar with. A mere 16 corners around this track, which honestly resembles a fusion of like Hungary and Bahrain, if I could make a comparison like that. I have to say though, the scenery of the track, I mean, I love the color choices that they use along it. It's just a design aesthetic thing, but I also think the track is very well made. Plenty of good opportunities for very close battles, but it's not impossible to overtake. But doing it does take a considerable more amount of effort than it would at a track like, say, Silverstone last week. But still, I think we're going to have plenty to look forward to. Pat, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, this is a very interesting track, I will say, for league racing. There's been a lot of incidents there. There's been a lot of good racing. There's been a lot of people who actually run out of ERS early on and are not able to recover from it. So it's be a lot of ERS management. And with some of these drivers here, they should be able to handle it perfectly. But I feel like there might be a few that might get caught out just burning their ERS early and having nothing left.
Oh yeah, I mean because there's only one DRS zone on this entire track, like you said, ERS needs to be managed very carefully because that's going to be your main overtaking power right there, rather than that rear wing opening up. So, again, managing that power, like you mentioned, is going to be key in order to succeed in this race. And yeah, I mean, DRS, though, can still help in that run down to turn one, but I think some people, in order to make sure they still have that straight line speed, are going to end up sacrificing some downforce on their setups in order to make sure they're still competitive on the straights, but in which case, they're going to be losing out on the corners. So a little bit of a gamble there with that decision.
Mm-hmm. It looks like there's to be Giants fan looks to be leading us off here at the start of qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, he was the first one out last time, wasn't he? Hang
He was
on.
the
This is... For some reason, video capture device is completely bugged. Let me reactivate it here. Being a
he
little
was the
difficult.
he was the first one out last time. He was also the first one out in tier 1 today. So he wants to get a run in early. I also am pretty confident that today will be dry. It is Qatar.
Oh yeah. Let me just that.
Sure, you play Roblox.
I got bored. Uh, I that's literally the game that I play when I just get so absurdly bored and nothing better to do. Even though I inevitably go on there for like 10 minutes and like get off and I'm like, why did I do that to myself? There we go. Got it up and running now. Here we go. OBS is terrible to me sometimes, but at least we got that going. Caution already in Sector 1. That is an Alfa Romeo off the track, and I think it's Nicky G. Yes, it is. He is off the track, but thankfully not into the gravel, albeit his teammate is coming up very quickly and making his way past. So already we have plenty of cars out on track. Drunken Shamrock in the AlphaTauri is waiting in the pits. Wait, what was that? Did
Hmm?
I need to go check that later. I thought I saw a car like spinning or something. Maybe I saw a piece of debris flying somewhere. I don't know. I saw something spinning, like not like spinning horizontally. I mean spinning vertically. Drunken
Uh,
Shamrock is gone. What?
huh?
He's gone.
Retired and left?
He is gone. Like straight up gone. Yeah.
I'll invite him back.
I mean, I don't know, maybe something came up and he had to bail out last moment. I mean, if so, I
I don't
hope
know.
he's alright. Caution in Sector 3 as well. Well, Drunken Shamrock looked to be, actually, yep. Yeah, his teammate Balam is still on track for Drunken Shamrock. It's unfortunate that he's gone. He's a pretty solid
Yeah.
driver.
I sent an invite. I'm getting pinged.
You know, we have Giants fan making his way through. He's in Sector 3 now, getting ready to finish the time. He's going to be one heck of a benchmark to beat, if I had to guess, making his way around the final corner to cross the line of this circuit. What time is this man going to set? He sets a 124.153. So
Not the best from him. He's done a 20.5 today in Tier
Moo
1.
Irons demolishes that time by
Oh.
about 6/10. Fantastic lap from him. Benzo Slice crosses the line, goes P3 a few tenths off of Giants fan. Nathan is going to be up next, and he puts himself... Oh, wait. Oh, no, he's...
Ketchin just did a 24.6.
Yeah, good lap by Ketchin. And he did that on medium tires as well, so he could definitely go faster than this. And Gibbs! Wow, what a lap from him. A full second faster than Moo Irons. That's going to put him at the top of the timetable. Next up,
Anthony.
These times are continuing to accelerate. Anthony Jenkins now takes the best time. We also have Nathan going through, albeit he's invalidated. J-Joe, as well, the medium tires. This is a man who loves to throw qualifying. So,
actually, take a look at Normbash here on softs.
Yeah, he's doing quite well. J-Joe across the line, put himself P5. Normbash, he's getting a good bit of a tow right now from the Alfa Romeo ahead of him. Might give him an extra little speed boost. Crossing the line, is he going to be able to put up a competitive time? He puts in the slowest thus far.
Sector 3 was looking pretty strong. I didn't look at his other two sectors.
Yeah, we have Camo making his way around in the Mercedes. Goes a little bit deep, but manages to keep it nice and under control. I have not driven on this circuit at all, and the only thing I've ever seen of this track so far was the rookie race that we had. Or was the
Midnight Spins.
Yeah, so yeah, haven't seen much of this track. So, you know, the more I see this, the more I'm happy to learn about it. And the only time F1 has raced here thus far in real life was in 2021 when it was used as a substitute circuit. And it was admittedly a good race, although that track notoriously destroyed a lot of people's tires.
Oh, Moldy Dragon, Purple Sector 3, and P5.
Yeah, Hassel is looking pretty strong right now, unlike they are in real life. You know I'm not wrong.
You are not wrong at all.
Yeah, we have Balam. I don't know if this is a hot lap or not. If this is not, then that's great. What?
Ketchin just went Purple Sector 1 on old mediums.
What is Ketchin cooking right now? Is this going to be
I hope it's good.
I mean, I just want to see another Colin Williams W, so I mean, like, if this happens, I'll be okay with it.
Still improving, not the best Sector 2, though. Right now, that would not be good enough for a position, but if he can nail Sector 3, maybe goes ahead of Giants fan, maybe even J-Joe?
Maybe. We're about to see. He's going to get around the final corner, getting ready to cross the line. Could he maybe put it near the top or at the top on medium tires? Looks like he's actually lost a couple seconds in that final sector. Yeah, he actually went worse. Although his first sector was a vast improvement, I think it'll be good for him to go on some fresh softs sometime soon. Nicky G in the Alfa Romeo is making his way around as well. Andy in the McLaren is getting ready to start a flying lap. Thought I was about to finish it, but still has plenty of ERS here.
Oh, yeah, I think he backed out of that lap.
Yeah. Yellow Snowman is on that lap, but he's flying on this out lap.
Oh yeah, this is the point where you're starting to turn on that ERS, get ready, everything is set.
Oh yeah, Balam is getting ready to cross the line on a flyer. He's found a lot of improvement here, but he's burned through basically all of his DRS on this run. Crossing the line, he puts it P10.
A nice 21-second improvement.
Yeah. I have to say though, the car he's driving, I think, is kind of funny. This car is the former car of Nick DeVries and now Daniel Ricciardo.
Oh, is he gonna get away with Yellow Snowman?
Oh, he
did!
completely got in Yellow Snowman's way. That was
What was he doing? Oh, no. Game.
Oh,
Game.
that's terrible.
Game. It's the other way.
Well, unfortunate for Yellow Snowman. Hope maybe they'll do a lobby reset, and so Yellow Snowman can get.
Give Balam the 5.
Yeah, that was ridiculous from Balam. I mean,
you move to the right, let him by, then go back.
Yeah, I mean, he was fully on the racing line in the middle of it. That's ridiculous.
That was terrible.
I mean, now, granted, Yellowstone probably could have reacted a little bit better in that situation, but still, I mean, that could have been avoided entirely if Balam wasn't on the racing line in the first place.
Right.
I'm gonna check my Iron. He loves this guy's W commentators.
Oh,
we
that's
appreciate
W Irons
the love.
moment.
Yeah, I mean, Irons is genuinely having a good qualifying right now too. He's up in P5 in the Alpine.
Well, Irons. The thing about him, he's a very good qualifier.
So is Chile.
21.8. Yeah, Chile, definitely good qualifier. But Irons, it's a lot. You and I know a lot of people like this. Very good qualifier. Race is inconsistent.
Yeah.
Sometimes very good, sometimes nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I mean, Chile, I mean, what a left from him. He's put the Alfa Romeo higher than it ever could go in real life.
And actually, Anthony Jenkins is on another run now. Can Anthony potentially challenge Chile?
I mean, we'll see.
Sector
He's
1.
up in over almost 3/10 in Sector 1 alone. If he manages to gain more time in these last two sectors, I think he could potentially demolish Chile's time, but he still has...
he needs half a second to take P1.
Oh yeah, a lot of twists and turns here in Sector 2. I mean, you can see his car slipping just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of... there it is.
Slip.
Yeah, I mean, still, he's using that slip a little bit to his advantage, albeit using the slip like that burns through your tires that much more, so it is risky, albeit this is qualifying, so you can go for it. But, I mean, you know, slipping the car like that can be a little bit close. And also the track limits there. I'm amazed he kept that within track limits, but, I mean, it's always good to keep it close. He went pretty wide in that final corner. Maybe that's the ideal racing line. We'll see as he crosses the line. Does he beat his time? No, he doesn't. He actually lost some time, it seems, in the last two sectors.
It was Sector 2. It just ruined it.
Yeah, that little slip that he had, having to save the car, ruined his exit out of that corner. And
actually,
definitely cost him some
Gibbsy
time.
has found half a second through Sector 2. Gibbsy goes P2!
Good improvement. All he needs is he needs about 1/10 if he hopes to beat Chile. So there's still a pretty close gap. Kamo, Hokage, and Freebird all have yet to set laps.
Freebird's finishing one.
Puts himself P8.
And I think Hokage went P3.
Yeah, he did. What a lap from Hokage. Absolutely brilliant. Oh wait, I forget. What did the tier 4 commentators pronounce his name as?
Well,
was it
back in
was it Hokage?
He kept calling Hokage and Gibbsy yelled at him. But Mage, we just had a tragedy for MRK. He did purple Sector 2 and then invalidated his lap right after.
Oh, that really sucks.
He was looking very quick.
Well, let's see Hokage's teammate Nathan. Oh, never mind. No, he invalidated. Let's move on. JJ right now is getting started on... Well, is he getting started on a lap? I hope not, because he has basically no ERS left. He's burned through it all. He has nothing left. Drunken Shamrock is back. Unfortunately,
I have a reason why he left.
What's the reason?
He had no practice at all since he just got the game today, so he went on TT for a little bit, which I don't blame.
Oh wait a second. So you're telling me this man hopped in, decided, you know what? I'm new to this game. Give me like 5 minutes, and I'll be back.
Yes.
I mean, if he does well during the race, I'm gonna be very, very impressed. I wouldn't blame him if he has a hard time. I mean, new game, new cars, everything.
Right.
Speaking of, JJ's having a hard time right now.
Man,
uh,
yeah, JJ's not enjoying himself. He's already invalidated.
I mean, like I said, this is a guy who loves to throw qualifying and then does
Yeah.
well in the race, even though he used to be the opposite and was an absolute
Oh,
quality
Mage, hang
merchant.
on. I'm going to cut you off. Moldy Dragon nearly half a second improved and Purple Sector 1.
Is this all part of the Haster plan?
The Haster plan is happening, Mage.
I can't believe it. It's usually a disaster, but now it's the Haster plan that's happening.
All right, no mistakes here through Sector 2 is what Moldy needs, and that is a perfect line.
Yeah, what a fantastic exit out of that corner. Has he found even more improvement here? Almost 7/10 here. If he continues at this rate, this is going to put him
Top 3, probably.
top 5. There's still a large gap between P4 and P5, but he could stick in the top 5 unless he can find even more time in this final sector. We're going to see how much of a difference he has made, though. Rounding that final corner on the run straight down to the line. He's going to burn all the ERS he has left. Let's see what time the hatch driver can put. He puts himself P6.
So what a lap from Moldy Dragon. What a
Yeah,
lap.
he lost a little bit of time in Sector 3, and otherwise he would have beaten Andy. Speaking of Andy, he's getting ready to go on a flying lap himself.
No, he didn't just finish. The game was just bugged.
Yeah, the game is just trolling us at this point. I mean, when is it not, though?
Yeah. Actually, let's check something while you watch him.
Yellowstone, man, if that
I was just checking him.
Yeah, that may not be entirely correct. It may just be in comparison to the P10 time, but he did set a Purple Sector 1, so at the very least, it's faster than JoJo's Sector 1.
Yeah, Yellow Snowman, now that no one's blocking him, is able to release the pace that we all know he has. And this is also a very good lap that he's putting together. He just has 2 more corners to go, and then we can get a time.
Yeah, it's a shame, though, that he's in the Alpine, and that's definitely going to hold him back quite a little bit.
Even though he chose this car himself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the car is bad, I just personally don't like Alpine.
To the line, what does he do? Oh, that's a nice time.
Yeah, fantastic time for Silverstone, man. I mean, yeah, he is brilliant. He was brilliant last season. He missed out on the title last time around, and I think
missing important races.
Yeah, so I think if he manages to be here for every race, he could really be competitive at the top. Apparently, Andy is as well. Crossing the line, he goes P2.
Wow, 21-9. This is interesting.
Oh yeah, these times are keeping quite close among the top 3. Only 0.2 really separating the top 3 at the moment.
But Mage, I have someone we need to watch here. If you get to keep it legal, it's CDR Nathan, our reigning champion and the race winner at Silverstone. Can he put a legal lap together?
Yeah, I mean, instead of fighting other cars, he's been fighting track limits this entire time. And right now, he's been losing. Speaking of, he nearly lost a car.
I might say you have enough time, back off, save the ERS.
Yeah, he already invalidated it. Oh, man.
Save the ERS, save it. You have time for one more run. Just keep it on track.
I think that's exactly why he went out when he did, just to back out. Now, worst case scenario, if he fails the next lap, he still has a little bit of time to do one final run. Meanwhile, we have Kamo. Is he on a fly right now? It looks like he is. Okay, let's see if he can make it through this lap without invalidating. Right now, he's off to a great start. What time is he putting in Sector 1? Right now it's 27.9.
That's not bad.
Yeah, looks like the next turn may have been a little bit of a struggle there. But Kamo is looking pretty competitive. I think it'll be pretty good as long as he beats his teammate Giants fan, who is having a struggle of a qualifying right now, actually. Yeah, this new game has definitely brought some drivers up. I think right now, I would say, if it was a contest for most improved, I think Moonwire is definitely in that conversation right now. Moldy Dragon, I think, stepped up his game as well.
Mage Freebird's finishing a lap right now. What can Freebird do on this lap? He was improving through Sector 2.
And he lost a lot of time. Oh, man.
So he's done.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to
P11.
go any faster anymore. P11 is going to be his best start. Moon Midnight invalidates on his run, so Moon Midnight is done. Giants fan is, I think, done at this point as
Camo
well.
just finished P13 for the Mercedes.
Yeah, J-Joe, he's getting ready to go on one final flying lap. Giants fan is getting ready to go on a final run himself, or he's in the middle of one. Yeah, I think he's in the middle of one right now. He is. So let's see how Giants fan can stack up here in Sector 1.
Nathan, purple Sector 1.
All right, off to a good start for him. Giants fan in Sector 1. He's up nearly a second already.
Oh.
So, by that, he should technically already be within a top 10 time. But if he can continue this rate of improvement, Giants fan can still jump from nearly the bottom to the top. Nathan right now is trying that box to the top. Could Nathan pull out? Oh, that's wide.
It's legal?
Wow. He completely went off.
I thought that was easy and valid.
Yeah, I mean, apparently he knows something we don't, but getting ready to cross the line, is Nathan somehow managed to squeeze out a pole position.
I don't. Well, I say that. I might eat my own words.
You do have to eat your own words now. Okay, go out, print out a piece of paper. Yeah, Pat, I want you to go print out a piece of paper with those words, and I want you to eat it. Yes.
Chili invalidated his run.
Oh.
Nathan. Oh, Giants fan!
Giants fan puts it on pole for Mercedes. What a brilliant run from him.
I think, is that official? I'm checking the grid. Unless Normbash can beat it. No. J-Joe comes
J-Joe might. He's looking really strong here.
No, he won't.
You're right. He's not going to beat it,
but
he
steals pole position, and Ketchin is drifting.
Yeah, still, what a close top 6 we have right now. About half a second separating the top 6. So this is going to be looking to be very competitive. Then we have a solid midfield a little bit further down.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a very competitive race. And, of course, we have Drunken Shamrock starting from the very back in a game he's brand new in. So this is going to be either absolutely brilliant or an absolute disaster, especially since this track is brand new.
Yeah, and this track is not very forgiving at all with the RS, like we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that. I mean, by the end of the lap, people have burned through basically all their ERS. They have, like, none left. Which is not something you see often.
Yeah. I have some real quick race notes after that quali session, if we have time for a second.
Oh, yeah. Yellow Snowman, who finished up P8, well, I'll show you all real quick. Yellow Snowman, after that incident that was completely not his fault, is going to have to suffer the consequences for it, and he's going to jump all the way down to P13 because of that, even though that was not his fault whatsoever. Balan was just right in the middle of the racing line in that moment. But, yeah.
All right, you ready for some impromptu race notes, Mage?
Yep.
So, top 5 versus everyone to watch. Giants fan, Nathan, Chili, Andy, Gibbsy. Also keep an eye out for Shamrock to see what he can do. ERS, you gotta be careful. And then it's a lot of fast corners.
Oh, yeah.
This
is a high
track, I want to say, it's like 75% full throttle.
Yeah. Do you know who will be great when we get to this track in real life then? McLaren.
Actually, you know what? I have a counter.
Who?
Williams.
Williams is, I agree. Well, Williams, I think, will also be good here. I mean, I'm expecting Williams to struggle this weekend. Well, not this weekend, next weekend at Hungary. McLaren, probably as well. I think they'll be stuck in the midfield, but they are getting another upgrade. Because, apparently the key to success was just firing the people you thought were good and then replacing them
with guys who are better.
I mean, Andre Stella is doing a great job as team principal. It's clear the technical team is still good.
I did not think he was going to do this good.
I mean, I honestly saw that and I'm like, okay, either this is a really stupid idea or Zach Brown knows something we don't. And
he knows something we don't.
Yeah, he absolutely does. I mean, it's Zach Brown. I mean, people make fun of him and stuff, but I mean, He picked up McLaren, who was all the way down in P9. They were a back marker, and then brought them back up into the top of the midfield in
Oh,
like 2
Major
years.
Showtime.
Oh yeah, here we go, getting ready. Let's see who's going to be competing at the top of the field in Qatar. 5 red lights on, and they're out. As we get underway, Giants fan is going to get a bit of a struggle of a start. Nathan is going to be able to challenge him going towards the line into turn 1. Who's going to come out on top here? I think Nathan has got him, but Giants fan is still keeping close alongside, going to the next corner. Giants fan now has the advantage on the inside line. The two keeping close. Giants fan nearly loses the car as he manages to save it, but now has to deal with Chili right behind these top 3, staying very close as Andy is chasing, looking to get an opportunity himself. Wow, that was a very, very close start. I almost thought Giants fan was going to spin out and was going to cause a NASCAR level track crash there. That could have been very bad. Nikki G spins out and bumps a wall. That's probably going to be some wing damage for him. Benzo and Moo Irons are going wheel to wheel here. Moo Irons is trying to get alongside, but Benzo's not having it. Moo Irons has to remain behind. Or not. Hang on. Moo Irons might have a chance to fight back here. He's struggling for grip at the current moment. But Benzo, despite being on hard tires, seems to have a little bit of a better hand at that. Maybe it's a suspension difference, if I had to guess.
Perhaps. I did check Nikki G. He does not have damage, actually.
Yeah, checking up on Jorgen Shamrock, he's up a little bit, but is potentially going to be overtaken here by Norbash. Norbash was thinking about it, had to back out. Nathan leads the first lap as Giants fan loses out a little bit, and you can see Nathan is starting to pull away bit by bit. Giants fan is doing his best to reel him back in. The field is staying pretty close for the most part. We can see a gap starting to form between the top 10 and the rest of the field. Freebird loses out massively.
That's unfortunate for Freebird.
Yeah, but it looks like Freebird has hit the window.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I think everybody
Yes.
has seen it. It's specifically during springtime because birds are stupid. They just see a reflection and think, "Oh, it's another bird. I'm gonna interact with them," and just fly straight first into a window. At one point when I was in school in like one of those trailers or classes, a bird did that 5 times in a row.
Jeez.
I just looked over and I'm like, wow, dude, are you all right? I'm pretty sure that bird had like severe head trauma by the time he was done. But yeah, I mean, I'll give him this. He was stubborn about it. But okay, enough about birds. It's way off topic. Back to racing. Giants fan is having to defend from Chile right now, who is slowly gaining. Moo Irons!
No!
Oh no, poor Irons. He's gonna have to try and recover now, all the way at the back.
DRS has just been enabled. No one will get to use it till the end of this lap, though.
Yeah, you can see right now, Chili is keeping Giants fan on his toes. Giants fan, he wants to potentially get past Nathan, but he's got a very angry Alfa Romeo behind. The top 5 right now, starting to pull away from the rest of the field, as Hokage is going to try and make it back, but Ketchin is also slowly gaining as Hokage is going off the track. And I was about to mention just that. Time penalties, I think, are going to start to be a problem as this race goes on. Unfortunately, Nikki G is the first victim of track limits, but, you know, you don't want to go over too much because those time penalties do stack up over time. It can cost you a lot of positions.
Also, I just noticed this, Mage. Hokage Roldy is already below 50% ERS.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think he's just desperate to try and catch up with these front runners and potentially getting competitive, at least close enough to get a hold of DRS. But, I mean, the problem is, if he burns out too much energy, well, guess what? Ketchin is right there, and he can easily sweep past because he's been saving up more.
And this is a track where it's nearly impossible to rebuild that ERS unless you pit.
Oh yeah, you can see the top 3 is sticking very close to one another, and it's Gibbs making a move on the inside of Andy. Does he have the pace to get past and complete the move? Yes, he does. Now he's going to be able to start to push towards the top 3. This is incredibly close between these 3. Really exciting to see.
I did not expect that move from Gibbsy there.
Yeah, that was really competitive. Is it bad looking at Nathan, Giants fan, and Chili keeping very close like this? I can't help but think of the start of the movie Cars. You know the scene.
Oh, I know exactly the scene, but I think that's a good thing, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, because like genuinely, they nailed that scene, and
Hmm.
they're nailing this right now. Giants fan and Chili are having to keep
Oh,
Nathan very
Giants fan
honest.
has a moment.
Oh, that might leave him vulnerable to Chili, but that could also cost Giants fan that ERS. He's good. Well, not ERS, DRS. He has plenty of ERS
Oh
actually.
no, he'll still get it.
Yeah, but still, I mean, if that had gone a little bit differently, he might have lost it. But Chili, I think he's got a little bit more straight line speed than Giants fan, so Giants fan could be in very real danger once we get down this main straight.
Yeah, we easily could be. They're both gonna get DRS. There's a DRS train all the way to Andy. This is all for P1.
Chili trying to get a bit of clear air, maybe sensing a little bit of opportunity here, but fortunately just too far back for the time being, unless he thinks he can sneak along on the inside. Unfortunately, that isn't possible for him, but it is possible for Ketchin to get past Okage and move up to P6.
Yeah, it was fairly nicely done there by catching one a little deep in the turn one when he did. We also saw an amazing switchback of dreams by Hokage, but alas, it did not happen.
Yeah, Drunken Shamrock, he's now into P16. You can tell he's having a bit of a hard time. Moldy Dragging gets a 3-second time penalty, which isn't good because he's got the Aston Martin of Anthony Jenkins right behind. Drunken Shamrock, though, at the moment, he's fighting his teammate Balam. Hokage gets a time penalty as well. Yeah, I'm not
Not good.
yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I saw him going all over the track,
Uh,
just trying to catch up with these front runners.
Mage.
Well, that's
Oh
Kamo
my,
and
oh my,
Nathan.
jeez.
Oh, that is really bad news for Nathan
Uh,
because he's got 4 cars behind. Nathan goes off the track again. Could he get another penalty here soon? And that's Blue Irons
Perhaps.
off the track again.
Mage,
Uh,
do me a favor and check on Gibbsy's ERS situation. It's definitely something to note.
oh no, this is bad news for
Not
Gypsy.
good. Not good. Not good, Gibbsy. And he's about to be blinking. He's blinking.
Yeah, this is really bad news, but I know Andy is seeing that blinking and it just knows this is
Well,
good
Andy's
news for
not that
him.
much better, actually.
Well, he is at least not blinking, so he's at least a little bit better off. But Nathan, I mean, he's got a lot of ERS right now, and I think he really needs to start using it and perhaps build a bit of a gap here. But you can see Giants fan goes a little bit wide. Chili is on the outside, maybe looking to find a way past the Mercedes and attack Nathan. This top 3 is staying very close, as Gibbs is now out of DRS range. J-Joe gets a time penalty as well. These penalties are really stacking up.
Yeah. This is a track where you can get easily a lot of penalties. So the results that finish on track could very easily be all jumbled, which we'll have to see in about another 23 laps time.
Yeah, and I did mention this before, but Toby and Gibbsy, welcome to the MRL Enthusiast. Happy to see that. Thank you for the support.
Yes. And I'm wondering, is he about... Gibbsy way off the track.
Yeah,
and he's blinking again.
Yeah, he's gonna be overtaken by Andy, I think. Down this straight, because Gibbs has nothing here. I think Andy has more than enough pace. Drunken Shamrock gets a 3-second time penalty as well, as Andy is gaining rapidly. Could he find a way through? Nathan gets overtaken by Giants fan.
What? Oh.
Well, Nathan is really starting to lose out. That is bad news for him because he already has a time penalty. He can't afford to lose track position. Oh, he's got a lot of speed here.
Oh, I thought he might have thought about going down the inside.
He's thinking about it. He had to back out there. That was very, very close.
Is he gonna try to send it here?
He considered it, but he just didn't have the pace around the corner to pull it off. Molly Dragon is another recipient of a 3-second time penalty.
I think he's up to 6 now. We double check that. Yeah, he's up to 6 seconds.
Yeah, those and well,
Giants fan goes off.
That leaves him vulnerable to Nathan. Nathan manages to steal back the lead as Chili watches on, wanting to get in on this battle. But I think he's just trying to bide his time and save a bit of energy. J-Jo gets another time penalty in a very short span.
And gets overtaken by Benzo.
Yeah, Benzo's just keeping it calm and clean. Gibbs gets a time penalty as well. And Giants fan goes a little bit wide. Could he be vulnerable to attack from Chili? Chili's got way more speed here. I think he'll have enough pace to get alongside Alfa Romeo, charging to get alongside the Mercedes.
Wait, is this a 2-for-1?
Is this a 3 wide? Oh, no, it isn't, but it may be a 2-for-1. Is Chili about to pass both of them and take the lead of the race? Oh, and that's Nathan really struggling. I think he's burned through his tires. No, I think he just slid. I think his tires are just starting to give out on him. Nathan now down to P3, and he has that 3-second time penalty as well. Still, the top here are keeping it very close.
Moldy just spun. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try and slowly back out and get back on track again. But his tires are definitely going to be heated up after that. We already have a couple stops here. The Alpine there, I think Moo Irons, and also J-Jo.
It's J-Jo and Nikki G. Irons has yet to box.
Oh, Hokage got a time penalty as well.
He's up to 6 now. Nikki G gets another time penalty. He's up to 6 as well.
Yeah, let's take a look at these penalties.
There's a lot of 6.
Oh yeah, mainly down towards the back. I mean, these time penalties are really hurting. Drunken Shamrock gets a time penalty as well. 9 seconds for him. I mean, I'm going to cut him some slack. This is the first time he's played this game, and this is a very new track for him. So I'm definitely willing to cut him a break.
Look out, Gibbsy. Here comes Ketchin, the Williams driver. Going around the outside to turn 1, he looks to be fully ahead. He is fully ahead. And that is P5 for the Williams.
Meanwhile, Chili takes the lead, but gets a 3-second time penalty in the process. Giants fan is the only one among the top 3 without a time penalty. But that means Nathan and Chili are now fighting on an even playing field. Giants fan is at the advantage, but is stuck between the both of them. I think it'll be in Giants fan best interest to maybe find a way past Chili and let the Alfa Romeo and Ferrari duke it out themselves. Oh, but he goes wide. That may leave him vulnerable to the Ferrari of Nathan, but Giants fan gets a better exit. Giants fan is really having some struggles in the corners. I think he may have opted for a little bit of a lower downforce setup, which is why Chili had a bit of a hard time getting past. But Chili, I think, maybe even lower downforce. Camo gets a time penalty as well.
He's up to 6 now. Not good for the Mercedes. But Giants fan is clearly struggling around here right now.
Oh, and that's Giants fan going wide yet again. If he continues at this rate, he's gonna get a time penalty as well. And then suddenly, the top 3 are gonna be on an even playing field once again. Nathan here. Oh wow, look at this run he's got. Is it enough to get alongside the Mercedes, perhaps? No, it isn't. But Giants fan is rapidly approaching Chili. Not close enough to make a move, but he does close the gap by a good margin. Nathan, I think, thought he saw an opportunity, but in fact didn't. As Ketchin is still trying to break that gap between himself and Gibbs. Yellow Stoneman here blitzes past Moo Midnight and moves up into P9. Wow, that speed difference was crazy. There it is. They're all on an even playing field now, and they've all pulled a 3-second gap to 4th place, so it really is all or nothing now between these 3. But the more they fight, the closer Andy gets and can potentially benefit off of all 3 of them.
That he can. So be something interesting to look at. We're getting more and more pit stops. People choosing the hard compound tires, which they definitely need.
Yeah, Nikki G gets another time penalty. I mean, this track seems to be a tire eater like it is in real life. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time before these drivers pit. But I think ideally you want to try and make it to lap 12 at least if you can, and then put on those hard tires. Now isn't a bad time either if you want to pull an undercut. Moo Irons and Multi Dragon both get time penalties. Penalties are really stacking up towards the back. What's the penalty limit before you get disqualified? Isn't it like 35 seconds?
30.
Oh, well, some of these drivers are already about a third of the way there.
MRK now has 9 seconds of penalties. Not good for him. J. Joe gets another, I do believe. He's also up to 9 seconds. Mage, 15th to 17th all have 9 seconds.
Yeah, that's really brutal. Also brutal for Ketchin was Gibbs getting past him once again. Move Midnight, Yellow Snowman going wheel to wheel into turn 1. Does the Red Bull beat the Alpine this time around? I think he has, but they're still side by side. Yellow Snowman, does he have the pace to get past here? It's keeping very close, but he does have the inside here, but loses out on the straight line. Move Midnight gets ahead of him. That was a good battle.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
When Checo and Ocon were going side by side.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I mean, the two cars matching up is no coincidence. Yellow Snowman, though, I think he's got the pace to fight back here. He does. He beats out Move Midnight once again and gets ahead to P9. Nikki G getting 12 seconds now. Caution in Sector 2. And I think that's Nikki G himself as well. Yes, it is. And he's been fully lapped now, as a few others are starting to gain. And meanwhile, back up with the top 3. They're continuing to pull a gap, but the fight is staying close.
And he's pitting.
Well, I think what he may be trying to do is undercut the top 3, because he knows they all have penalties, and he doesn't. But I think he's counting on that. Camo gets time penalty.
And
Nikki G, another time penalty. This is really bad. He's halfway to a DSQ.
Yeah.
And he's been lapped. Like, severely lapped.
Not Andy. Andy's not lapped.
No, Nikki. Nikki G.
I thought you said Andy. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, the top 3 are so close. Literally a couple tenths separating each of them. As Nathan goes on the outside of the Mercedes, a Giants fan couldn't pull it off. Giants fan is keeping it very close between these two. As Drunken Shamrock gets another time penalty. Who Midnight as well.
Yeah, this top 3 battle has been going on the entire race.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is great to see. This is exactly what I was hoping for. A good, consistent fight throughout at least 3. I think these are going to be the drivers to watch throughout the entire season.
Oh, I agree. But now here's the question. When do you pick? Because none of the... Oh, Nathan, big moment.
Yeah, now I think 2 others that could potentially join them down the line once they get their bearings going with this.
Nathan's pitting.
Yep, he's going to go for the undercut here. I said lap 12 was a great time to do it. And apparently Nathan was listening in because he's going in it right now.
Yeah, I do agree that, especially going medium hard, lap 12 is perfect for it.
Yeah, and it's perfect for Giants fan as he overtakes Chili to take the lead of the race. Moo Irons gets another penalty. And that's going to put him up to 6 seconds. Nikki G, another penalty. Yep, Ketchin, just brilliant result here. But he still has Gibbs on his heels. And Nathan is going to come out a little bit further back behind 1, maybe even 2 Red Bulls here. It's going to be close into turn 1, actually, as an Alpine and Red Bull are going to be charging, and he's going to be on hard tires, so it's going to take a little bit to get those tires nice and warmed up. We know Yellowstone is quick, so he could be giving Nathan a hard time potentially. Gives another time penalty.
And a massive moment. Went fully sideways, but caught it. But I will say this, Mage. A real quick shout out to Balam. He took those softs 11 laps and is going to take mediums to the end. That was a very gutsy strategy.
Oh yeah, absolutely brilliant. And he's kept his teammate behind this entire time. Camo gets another time penalty as he goes off the track. And he's ahead of him. Free Bird gets a time penalty as well. I mean, really, at this point, the most important thing you can do is not get any more penalties. If you have no penalties, that's going to help you out so much. Giants fan and Chili are both pitting now.
Mage, look out for Midnight against Yellow here. This is very close between these two.
Oh, we've got another thing here. Ketchin is going into the pits. Move Midnight and Yellow Summon, as he said, they're busy fighting here. Could they potentially interfere on the fight?
Yellow's pitting. Yellow's just pit. Midnight saying out Gibbsy actually is leading the race.
Yeah, Benzo is giving Nathan a bit of a hard time here. Nathan surges through, and he manages to overtake the top 2. Looks like that undercut really paid off as Giants fan is further back and behind Benzo. Chili Willy also stuck behind as well. This is bad news for the 2 of them. And Nathan is going to be able to make a clean getaway from here.
Yeah, and they have a driver of Benzo who's not going to be pitting for probably another 5-ish laps.
Yep.
Give or take.
Yep, Kamo is now fighting Ketchin, who just recently pitted. Ketchin on the outside cleanly gets past Kamo, and it's up to P8.
Yeah, Ketchin's been having a phenomenal drive today. But here comes Giants fan, maybe on Benzo down the inside. And he got the stick. Nathan gets a time penalty again.
I was afraid that was going to happen. Didn't want to say it because commentators curse and all, but looks like just thinking about it was close enough. I don't know. Should that go under the commentators curse thing? I don't know. I didn't say it, so we're not going to count it.
Nikki G is at 21 seconds.
Yeah, and we're not even halfway through the race.
No.
And he's that close. At this rate, he will get disqualified.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. He's already having he's not having a good day today.
No, he's having a nightmare of a race right now.
Balam with a 3. I believe that was his first. It was his first.
Gibbs
Nice lap there
pits.
from Nathan, though.
Yeah, Nathan is doing his best to try to make a clean getaway. Thus far, he has. But Giants fan needs to catch up soon and get within 3 seconds. Chili having to gate as well. J-Joe getting another penalty. Where is Gibbs? He's coming out of the pits right now. And it looks like he's down a few
P8?
seconds from catching. And he overtakes Benzo to move up to P4 as he charges trying to catch up to the top 3.
Well, you say catch up to the top 3. I believe, if I check everything,
He's within range for P2 right now.
he's almost within range for P1.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps this up, Handy could very well steal victory from under the nose of the current top 3. Oh, that is bad news for Chili. I fear it's only a matter of time before a Giants fan joins them. And thus, Andy could win it out by simply keeping it clean on track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just brilliant racing from Andy. I mean, again, time penalties can really hurt you by the end, and it's about to hurt the top 3. Drunken Shamrock gets a time penalty as well, up to 15 seconds now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers into the double digits. He gets another 18 seconds. J-Joe as well. Oh, man.
There are 6 drivers without a penalty. 6 out of 20.
Yeah, and those 6 are really going to benefit by the end.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Anthony Jenkins is going to make his way past Gibbs as he goes into the pits. Wait, he's going to the pits again? Does he have wing damage? He just went in for hards a couple laps ago.
Yes.
Oh, unfortunate for the Hats driver. He's going to lose out on points at this rate. Well, then again, a lot of the drivers behind have severe penalties. And that's the other
Hats 6 himself, though.
Yeah. Drunken Shamrock, 5-second penalty for a severe collision.
And he's completely off. And that's a VSC.
A virtual safety
J-Joe's
car.
out. He's retired in the pits.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him. I think he probably got some severe damage somewhere and just knew it wasn't worth continuing.
Yeah, Drunken Shamrock does not have a front wing. So Drunken, and this is at the start of the lap, has to go all the way around in order to pit. Once this VSC ends, you're going to have Moldy Dragon catch up drastically.
Nikki G is 1 penalty away from being disqualified. He spins out.
No, since he has a 5, he's technically still at 24.
Oh, what? Okay, he just demolished his front wing there.
I think that was his rear wing.
Freeberg gets a drive-through penalty, and so does Balam.
Oh no. Not good for Freebird, especially not good for
pitting?
Balam.
Why is Benzo pitting? Both Red Bulls are pitting!
Why are they double stacking?
That was very close. Yellow Snowman gets a time penalty as well. There's so many penalties.
I'm just keeping it on penalty screen. I can't keep up.
Normatch
gets a penalty. We're down to 4 drivers without a penalty. 4.
This is Oprah at this point. You get a penalty. You get a penalty. You get a penalty.
Exactly.
Everybody gets a penalty.
This is. We're having such great action in this as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that everybody's getting time penalties because otherwise this would be a very close race.
And Balam, now serving his drive-through penalty, is going to come out. maybe in P14 unless the. Oh no, that's Nikki G. Never mind. Well, unless Moldy Drag can say something about this, and I believe he is. He is. He's now P14.
Yeah, but those time penalties are
On
not going to make
track.
much of it.
I'm counting on track right now.
Oh, I know, but those time penalties are going to kill him by the end of the
Mm.
race. Drunken Shamrock gets a full front wing replacement, but he's at 23 seconds of penalties. It has 12
Oh, he
laps
served
left.
5. He
I
served
mean, he
5.
served 5, but still, he's still over halfway through. Nikki G
Oh, I
cannot
know.
get any more penalties, or he's going to get disqualified. But wait,
Anthony Jenkins gets his first time penalty of the day. We are down to 3 drivers without a penalty. 3 Mage.
yeah, I think at this point we should just award a little bonus point to whoever doesn't get a penalty.
We'll give them we might as well interview them after the race.
Yep, Mr. I'm not even gonna attempt pronouncing your name. Sorry, because I'm gonna butcher it. Like giving out
What,
penalties.
MRK?
Mr. Is that MRK?
Oh,
In,
no.
in the chat, giving out penalties like it's Christmas.
Like it's Christmas.
I mean, it appears that Santa Claus really did come to town here in Qatar, because wow, he really just delivered everything.
Yes.
Oh, and that's
H.
Yellow Snowman alongside Benzo. Could he get past a Red Bull? Yes, he does. Oh, wait, never mind. Benzo's fighting back here, still going side by side.
And
It looks like Yellow Snowman
unless
has
there's a
fully won it
line.
out.
Nope, it's yellow.
Yeah, Yellow Snowman has been fighting the Red Bulls this entire time.
Mage, I noticed something.
Yeah.
Look at the gap between Giants fan and Nathan.
Oh, yeah. Giants fan is within range to potentially win this entire thing. It's all a matter of not getting another time penalty. Caution in Sector 2, that's a Haas off the track, and I think it is Gibbs, yep. But he might come on
Gibbs.
track at a bad time because his teammate is coming up quickly.
Yeah, Gibbs has had a very good start to the race, and then it's gone way downhill.
Ooh, Irons gets a time penalty as well.
Up to 9 seconds. Unfortunate for him.
Fortunately for Benzo, he's got a good round of DRS here, makes his way past Yellow Snowman and up into P7 once more.
Yeah, Benzo's been doing very well. He's got a lot of ground to make up to Anthony Jenkins if he wants to get the advantage of not having a penalty currently.
I mean, right now, he seems to be closing that gap by a good margin right now. He is on medium tires at the moment. Has he put it yet? Hang on.
Yes, he has. He's starting hards.
Oh, good strategy call by Benzo then. It's paying off.
I love the hard medium strategy.
Oh yeah, it's really working out for Benzo. Look at how quickly he's gaining. He's gained almost a second on Anthony already, and he's gapped Yellow Snowman, who's on hard tires.
Oh no, drunk.
I mean, it's always Balam, like I mentioned before. I mean, I'm gonna praise him every single time because this man always has brilliant strategies. It is without fail.
Yeah, this week is not one of those times where it's really gonna help him out with that drive-through, though.
I mean,
Oh,
well,
more penalties.
Benzo
Nikki
already
might
served
get
the drive.
DSQ'd here, Mage. He's
Oh.
one away. One away.
Yeah, 35 seconds is the limit. Oh, I thought I saw the first letter. I thought that was Nikki. That was Gibbs. Molly Dragon gets a time penalty as well. Chili gets a time penalty. That's 9 seconds. That is 9 seconds right now. That means Chili's gonna be well off the podium. There it is. Oh, that is unfortunate.
But I also feel like that might have been a saving grace because he was almost left by the whole grid.
Could that be a safety car because of it? I don't think it will.
No,
or a
it won't
VSC
be.
maybe.
It's gonna be
man.
like in career modes when the AI retire on track with the engine failure. It's gonna do nothing.
Yeah, unfortunate for Nikki G, but I mean, I'm sorry to say, but if you're 2/3 of the racing, you get disqualified by time penalties, there is a problem.
Yeah. I mean, on the watch list for a potential second DSQ, it's a tie between Drunken Shamrock and MRK, both with 21 seconds.
Yeah, right now, the same 3 as before. Andy, Ketchen, and Benzo do not have any time penalties. which is working out great for Andy right now because at this rate he will finish on the podium as long as he keeps within this range. But
As
we
of right
do
now,
see Ketchin slowly but surely closing the gap to Andy, it looks like.
well, also, Mage, if you look at the gaps, Chile right now would drop all the way to P5.
Yeah, which is really going to hurt. Gibbs gets a time penalty, and Kamo's up to 24 seconds now.
Oh, no.
He is 11 seconds away from a DSQ.
Right. This is not
Well,
good for
12.
MRK. He might be getting the
No.
warning from the FIA saying more and you're going to get black flagged.
Drunken Shamrock.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Well, Mage, imagine being in the place of, like, Hokage right now. You only see penalties on your screen. Only see penalties.
There we go.
What?
I just wanted to increase the brightness of my face, a little easier to see, although admittedly the light at this point is starting to hurt my eyes. But Benzo, it makes himself, well, he gets another time penalty, and, well, that now loses any advantage he could hope to gain on Anthony. And then there were two without any time penalties, being Andy and Ketchin. Meanwhile, Ketchin laps. Is that Drunken Shamrock? Yes, Drunken Shamrock has been fully lapped by the top 5.
That's we unfortunately sort of expected this with his first race.
I mean, yeah, I'm only to come some slack. That's 12 seconds for Chili.
What is happening?
He spins out. Chili spins out.
No way!
Chili is just completely losing out at this point. He's fully in the gravel, trying to slowly get back. Andy
he's now
has
behind Ketchin.
Well, no, Andy's not behind Ketchin.
No, I was saying Chili.
Oh, okay. Chili. That is a huge mistake for Chili. He's going to be desperate to try and catch up, but he's really cooked his tires. He's going to have to be very careful here as he goes.
I think he might have wing damage.
I think there is a good possibility.
Because he did crash into the wall, and he's also blinking.
Yeah, he's got no ERS left. He's desperate to at least keep in DRS range of Ketchin, potentially make up for some lost ground, but any hope of Chile being on the podium is now gone. Ketchin, though, has a very good opportunity for a podium should he manage to catch up to Andy, but Chile may be giving Ketchin a hard time here if he manages to catch up and get past. And right now, that straight line speed is looking to be pretty good. Is it good enough to get alongside? I don't think it will unless he dives.
He has no ERS.
He dives for it into turn 1!
I did not see that one happening.
Yeah, I mean, if I were Chile, I would have backed out there. I didn't think he was going to make that move, and he most certainly didn't. He's cooked his tires at this point. I don't think it's really worth fighting, especially considering that he has 12 seconds worth of time penalties. There's no way he's going to pull that gap. I would just stick behind and play it safe. Clearly, though, Chile has a different idea. He is trying to get through here. Ketchin did not need to give him that space, honestly.
I thought there was going to be contact there for a second.
Yeah, Chile, I think, should be very grateful that Ketchin gave him that room in that moment, because that could have gone far worse for him. Kamo gets overtaken by Norbash, who's now getting all the others. Giants Man gets a 6-second time penalty now. Moo Irons as well with a penalty. Moo Midnight as well.
Who else wants a penalty? I'm handing them out.
At this point, I'm expecting the race director to just pull out a minigun that just fires penalties at everybody.
Giantsman was completely off the track there on the exit of the final corner.
Yeah, I mean, he still has 6 seconds, but, I mean, if Andy wants to get P2, well, he has to somehow make up 6 seconds in about 5 laps.
Or Giantsman gets 3 more penalties.
Well, yeah, which, I mean, maybe.
I don't think so with the amount of laps left, but
yeah.
Giantsman is now hoping and praying that Nathan gets another time penalty or has a moment.
Yellow Snowman just got one. That makes
I don't think that's what he was praying for,
now.
though.
Yeah.
Nathan's struggling. He's going wide. He's having a few moments.
What was that? Drunken Shamrock was just weaving along the straight right there for a moment. I think Drunken Shamrock at this point just doesn't even care.
Is that Freebird off?
I think that's no, that's the
Oh
Alpine.
no, it was
Moo
Moo
Irons.
Irons. Like I said about Irons, good qualifier. His race is inconsistent.
Oh yeah. Wait, this Moldy Dragon overtaking Kamo, or is it Kamo overtaking a Moldy Dragon? It's okay, no, it's Kamo overtaking, but Moldy Dragon dives along the outside, trying to keep a hold of his position P3. Oh, and that's the Alpine of Moon Iron spun out yet
Irons.
again. Yeah, he's cooked his tires. They are extra crispy at this point.
I think they're actually deep fried. Let's. Andy! We're
No!
down to one.
Oh,
We're down to one.
Ketchy cannot afford to get a time penalty here. This is his best up at the podium. Anthony gets a podium, not podium, 3 second time penalty. There's
Get
so
voted. What?
there are so many penalties and potential
Uh,
podiums here. I'm losing my mind here.
Drunken is a penalty or two away from a DSQ. 27 seconds.
Yeah, this is
Interesting.
yeah, interesting's not the word I would use, but sure, let's go with that.
I think that's more PG word we can use.
Yeah, Kamo gets a
Oh
penalty.
no!
Kamo and Drunken Shamrock are just a few penalties away from joining Nikki G in disqualification. Freebird gets time penalty as well as Yellow Snowman and Benzo resume their battle here. Move Midnight is going to join as well. Well, Yellow Snowman has had to deal with both Red Bulls at one point. Now he has to deal with them at the same time. While Move Midnight is on soft tires. How old are these tires? 8-lap-old softs? How is he fighting?
I don't know. I mean, we saw I believe it was Balam take those softs 11 laps earlier. So
Yeah, and well, Move Midnight is expecting to take this 4 more laps.
no, Giants fan.
Giants fan is ruining himself right here, but Anthony's not doing himself any favors either. But and Ketchin could just sit back and relax. Gibbs gets a time penalty. I am scared to see how the entire positions just switch by the end of the race.
Right now, we can only say for sure who's winning the race for right now,
Yeah, and right now that person is Nathan, unless he gets 2 more time penalties.
or does a Ferrari.
Yeah, I mean, he is in a Ferrari, and Ferrari is Ferrari, and they make.
Yes, as a Ferrari fan, I'll say don't pull a Ferrari.
I mean, if he wants to pull a Ferrari, I'm not going to say no.
Of course you won't.
Common Ferrari
Kage.
L. Yeah. Speaking of,
Nathan! Oh my God!
Nathan, what happened to Nathan?
3-second time penalty.
Oh, there's one. Is the other one happening? Is the other one happening?
I don't know.
Oh wait, did it not? Oh my God, hang on. It didn't.
What?
It didn't. No, hang on.
Yeah, this is Drunken's at 30.
Oh, this is really bad news for Drunken Shamrock.
One more and he's DSQ'd. One more and he's gone.
I just realized OBS did something very wrong here.
Did it delete our counter?
Yeah.
We had
Hang
2
on.
last week. We had 2.
Yeah, I remember. Oh yeah. Do that, and then let's downsize it because right now it's taking up like 30% of the screen.
I'm watching Nathan for track limits. Just riding on board with him. We do have 3 laps to go here in a very intriguing Qatar Grand Prix. This is arguably for NA race of the season already.
Well, I mean, we've had 2 races, so there isn't
But
exactly
yes.
a high bar at the
Gibbs
moment.
spins. Gibbs has spun, and he's all the way down to P13. He was on the verge of potential P10 finish on track. But
Yeah,
alas,
right now, Chile.
Chile gets
15 seconds. Still, that isn't going to cost him any positions at this point, unless Chile spins out or something.
Ooh, that might have been a warning there for Nathan.
Moldy Dragon gets a time penalty as well. Move Midnight, meanwhile, is continuing to fight with Yellow Snowman on the outside. Move Midnight got the traction to put himself ahead of the Alpine. Yellow Snowman is going to be really tired of seeing the Red Bulls at this point, as he now fights his way back once again. I think Yellow Snowman, I think if he never sees a Red Bull again, it'll be too soon.
Moo Iron spins again. Very unfortunate day for the Alpine.
Yeah, meanwhile, Yellow Snowman, oh no, we have 2 Alpines and 2 Red Bulls, 1 lap. And then meanwhile, the other Alpine is getting harassed by two charging bulls.
Oh, and we have blue flags for Balam being lapped by our race leader, Nathan.
Yeah, Yellow Snowman is about to get passed by two Red Bulls by the time we get to the end of this straight, I think. Yeah,
That'll
Yellow
be
Snowman
interesting
is
to
going to have
see.
to really watch out. I mean, it all depends on if Benzo can simply catch up quickly enough, and he seems to be doing that right now. Oh, he handled that corner nicely. So really it depends on how he executes this final quarter, but Yellow Snowman, yeah, he's about to get past here. He just will not have the speed for it.
No, he will not.
Well, actually, wait a second.
He's blinking though. He's blinking. But here comes Midnight. Ah, I thought he was gonna go for it.
What straight line speed setup does Yellow have? How did he
I
do
think he
that?
was using push for ERS.
I still, like, with
Yeah.
DRS for Move Midnight, like, the fact that Yellow Snowman kept it even with him the entire time is impressive.
Mage, we're on the last lap of the race.
Yeah, and,
Is it bad that I'm like, don't end now?
I kind of want to see what happens next. Imagine if Nathan gets a penalty on the final lap and that costs
Oh
him
my.
the win.
Well, I think that might have been our track limit warning. So he might be a warning away from another penalty. I'm surprised that wasn't it there.
Yeah, he needs to keep it very clean for just a few more corners, and Nathan can get another win added over the course of the season. So right now, I mean, if that continues, he's going to start a winning streak.
Mage, you know, I'll be very happy about this. This right now looks like a potential Williams podium.
Oh yeah, all Kitchen needs to do is just keep close for a few more corners, and Kitchen's got it. But yeah, what a race! I'm kind of scared to see how these positions change at the end.
I'm very afraid. Nathan.
Giants
No, it's
fan!
over. It's over.
Oh yeah,
Dang
any
it.
any hope Giants fan had is now completely gone, and right now Giants fans is going to be hoping he doesn't get a couple more or
I
make a
was kind
mistake
of
here.
hoping to see what would happen if Nathan got the penalty.
Imagine if Giants fan spins around the final corner, then Andy catches up and just gets past.
Well,
That
there had to be a
that,
big
that would just be
slowdown.
insult to injury at this point. But
It
Giants fan
would be.
managed to cover it off well. Nathan, after winning the first race, makes it a double as he crosses the line and wins here in Qatar. Giants fan, despite getting 12 seconds worth of penalties, pulls enough of a gap to maintain his place on the podium. Andy, however, got only a 3-second time penalty. Unfortunately, 3 seconds was
Oh,
three
it's
too
number
many,
three.
as Ketchen is going to be the one to sit on the
Now
podium
here comes
instead of
crazy
him.
season. Here comes crazy season.
Yeah,
Let's just wait till they get moved up or down before we see.
yeah, we're gonna see Chili crosses the line. I think actually he's gonna remain P5 after the penalties.
Maybe it's gonna be close unless
No,
Anthony can
I
find
think
a
he's
way.
no, I think he's got it. I think he's got P5. Anthony crossed the
Yeah,
line.
he
Yep.
got P5.
Meanwhile, he's gonna.
Yellow. Actually, it's gonna be Benzo P7. It looks like.
Yep, it is gonna be Benzo P7. Let's move Midnight can somehow beat him down the straight, but I don't think he's got the speed for it. Maybe. Hang on. No. Still a few tenths off, but Benzo beats out his teammate and Yellow Snowman thanks to the time penalties by the end. Okage crosses the line and keeps it P10 for now, but I think Normbash may be the one to win out on this by the end
I was about to
and
say
secure a
Norbash
point
has a
for Aston
case.
Martin. Yeah. Wait.
Chili DNF'd at the line. Wait, he got P10.
Chili DNF'd in the line!
He got P10. What?
What happened to Chili?
Wait, Norbash got P10.
He got driver of the day! What? What just happened? What?
I don't know what
Is
just
there
happened.
something I missed?
I don't know, but with all this, Normbash gets P10, Chili gets no points.
I'm gonna petition to get this race renamed to the penalty GP.
It was a very exciting penalty GP, let's be honest here, Chief. Oh, well, that was a fantastic race.
Oh, that was that was honestly a great race. I love the beginning with a
Oh
top
yeah.
three consistently fighting it through. But then, strategy choices were made, penalties stacked up. Unfortunately, the top three got split up. I would have loved it to stay that close. Still, I mean, if that is potential we could see later on, I mean, that'll be great. The top three all did great. But I think we'll have other contenders joining in. If Drunken Shamrock can find his groove once again, I think he'll be able to fight up there as well as Yellow Snowman could be in that fight. And he wasn't too far off. Maybe this wasn't his track. So it looks like the top of the field is going to stay relatively close with different people managing to fight up there at the top every now and then. Yeah, still
I'm
brilliant
gonna tell
result
these guys
for
to get to.
Nathan. Absolutely fantastic. Another victory for the Ferrari driver and the defending champion.
I just told our top
Oh,
three to go to the
well, I sure would have
waiting
liked
room.
to see the results, but it showed up for half a second and then disappeared. Uh,
Well, I think currently Chile's gonna be protesting that finishing order, which I don't blame him since he did cross the line.
I still understand. He crossed the line and everything, and then suddenly showed he DNF'd.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, that's.
Giants fan skill issue. I do believe we have Giants fan currently waiting.
Yep.
Nathan will not be joining us tonight. Unfortunately, he's ill.
Wait, okay, he was sick, and he still managed
Yes.
to win.
Yes.
How?
I don't know. All right, well, let's get Giants fan in here since technically he's our top finisher.
Yep.
All right, Giants fan, you got us? Radio check.
I'll take the silence as a no.
Hello?
Oh, there we
he
go.
is.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I gotta say,
it was interesting.
yeah, Giants fan. What a race you had! It was you, Chili, and Nathan fighting for about half the race. It was genuinely incredible to watch the three of you fight like that. I mean, Pat and I mentioned it was kind of reminiscent of the opening scene from the movie Cars in a way, in a very, very good way. Just so close between all three of you. Unfortunately, pit stop strategies kind of changed all that. And while we thought maybe you had a chance at getting the W, but then the penalties really started to stack up. I wouldn't feel too bad about getting the penalties you did because there were several people who were at 30 seconds and one who got disqualified. So, yeah, I
12
would.
doesn't look too bad now, does it?
12 does not look too bad at all. But yeah, unfortunately, that cost you. Still, you did manage to finish on the podium, and that's a great result in order to keep it close. But Nathan is looking to be a real thorn in your side. But I think down the line, once Yellow and Drunken Shamrock get themselves going and get into a good state, they could be challenging, as well as Andy, who almost got you on the podium, but he got a few penalties himself and lost out. Still, a very fantastic result. How did you feel going through it?
It felt great in the opening stint. I was just kind of riding there, having fun with Chili and Nathan. And then Nathan went for the undercut and really got us pretty good there.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, I was struggling because I was gonna run. I ran out of fuel. That's why I dropped all the seconds behind Nathan on the last lap.
Wait, you ran out of fuel?
I ran out of fuel with half a lap to go. That's why I just started dropping. So what I was doing was I was trying to push as hard as I can to get to Nathan's DRS. That way I can just chill there, hopefully not getting time penalties and just get the win off of time penalties and save fuel. But he put together some really good laps. And I was never able to get it. It was a very good reminder of what happened in Tier 1 too.
That is very unfortunate.
It was pain. That VSC helped me, but I just needed more.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, still, we're going to be heading to a track that's quite similar to this next week. I made a comparison to this track, and also to Bahrain for Qatar. But yeah, Hungary is going to be up next. Do you have any strategy or plan going into the circuit?
Keep it on the track. That's gonna be strat number 1. And then after that, I like Hungary a lot. I did good there last season. I finished second to Nathan again. So hopefully we'll try to not let that happen again.
Yeah, maybe get yourself your win.
Dude, I just want an NA win. Is that too much to ask?
Apparently, yes.
When I get it, it's going in the bio. It's going right up there with the Tier 1 champions. It's going up there with the MRL esports directors. That's how much it means to me.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Winning a race in NA is essentially the equivalent of getting a championship. So that's how high I value no assists.
Right up there with Tier 1 champions.
So, yeah, be sure to watch the next round when we go into Hungary. That's going to be exciting to see.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for your time.
No problem. See you guys.
See ya. And we also have Ketchin, P3. I have a thing to say when he gets in here, Mage.
Yep, go on ahead.
Ketchin, you got us?
I got you.
A Williams driver gets P3, the only driver without a time penalty to do it.
I had to not get any penalty to pass Andy, and I tell you what, that was difficult. That track is gross.
Oh yeah. If it makes you feel any better, despite being the only one despite being the only person who got no penalties whatsoever, you still managed to put in a brilliant result on track. So I think even without that was still very brilliant drive. Albeit there were several people who got into the 30 seconds worth of penalties.
Gross.
Yeah. I mean, this track, I haven't raced on this track yet at all. I'm glad I haven't now after seeing that, because wow, that's brutal. But I think it'll be exciting when we go into the next track, which albeit is quite similar in concept to Qatar. So do you have any strategies or plans going into that?
What is the next track?
Hungary.
Oh, Hungary? No, that one's not too bad. That's a track we at least raced last year. Qatar is just so new. I still don't really have any idea what the hell I'm doing, as it was seen with the quali. But yeah, Hungary shouldn't be too bad. It's just those tires are going to be overheating like no one's business.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
But try to keep the run going. That's pretty much the only strategy I got.
I personally despise Hungary, actually. Yet, in a racing league, I managed to get a podium there somehow. I personally, though, despise the circuit. It's great for racing. I just hate racing on it. But glad to hear somebody does like that track. But
it's not horrible. It could be better.
I think it's a little chicane after turn 5 that really I despise the most. Is
that fast chicane.
Yeah, because that little fast chicane with the massive sausage curbs can just ruin you.
And you have to launch it to keep time up.
Oh yeah, exactly. Not to mention the turn before at turn 5. If you even put a fraction of your tire onto the curb, you're gone. You're just in Spin City at that point.
Oh yeah. No, it'll be a good race next week. Hopefully, I mean, I say hopefully there's a reserve spot and I can continue racing, but totally understandable if a full grid is up.
Yeah, I mean, are you trying to succeed where Nathan did as a reserve last season?
I mean, if I can succeed just like Nathan, cool, but I knew I just wasn't going to finish out the entire season if things go my way here in August, but gotta at least put myself up on the standings while I can race.
Oh yeah, I mean, you've been doing just that. Patty, have anything to
add? Just keep that Billiams moving, I guess.
Hell yeah. Gotta keep that shit going.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for your time.
Hey, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, that was an interesting race.
Is it bad I don't want to end still?
I mean, I kind of wanted to see what would happen if just for a few more laps. See maybe how the penalties would develop. Maybe see another couple people get disqualified.
Oh, MRK and
Drunken Shamrock. Yeah, they were kind of close.
This close from a DSQ.
Yeah. Still, great great race, and I think we can all look forward to next week when we head to Hungary. So we'll be